Hey, what's up, champions? Welcome to Financial Freedom TV. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. If you're watching a replay of this video, please do me a massive favor and stick hashtag replay into the comments. And if you're brand new, if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, then please do say new in the comments because I'd love to welcome you and say hi to you. And if you get some value from this video or you learn something, feel free to share it. Maybe somebody else will learn something and get some value too. Hey Louise, hey Adam, hey Rochelle, thanks for jumping on, guys. Hey Nikki, nice to see you guys. Hey Romualda. So today I wanted to talk about why message a prospect instead of calling a prospect. Hey Violetta, thanks for jumping on. So about a couple of years ago, the whole world decided to stop answering the phones. Have you noticed that? Right? Like, nobody wants to be talking on the phone anymore. It's like literally it's rude to call somebody without texting them first, asking them, hey, can I call you, right? It's just the way it is, right? So because of that, it actually has helped us in network marketing if you use this wisely. So before, we always had to call a prospect and like pitch them the business, like, hey, Inga, hope you're well. You know, I wanted to invite you to this ground floor opportunity, tell you about this amazing home-based business. You know, will you come to the presentation, right? And then the person would give you questions and objections and you'd have to fight them over the phone, etc., right? Which was quite challenging, right? And it doesn't mean that you can't keep calling people, you can. However, in network marketing, we always talk about that it's important not what works, but it's important what duplicates. And let's face it, you might have the courage and, you know, tenacity to make those calls, to get on the phone and go, hey, Billy, are you going to join my business? Hey, Susie, are you going to join my business? But most people who you will recruit into the business, probably they haven't been working in a call center. Probably they haven't got the guts to just pick up the phone and start calling people, pitching them the business, right? Which creates a problem, because if you only build your business by calling people and you say to every one of your new team members, go, hey, you have to get on the phone and start calling people, you might lose some prospects because they will be scared, right? So when a person is messaging their prospect, right? So I'm not saying you should never call a person and you should never talk to a person, but the first initial contact, the first initial question, hey, would you be open to take a look at my business? When somebody's using a message, whether it's a text message or a Facebook message or an Instagram message or a WhatsApp message or a Viber message or a Telegram message or whatever it is, it creates less fear to send 100 messages than to call 100 people and to answer all of the questions and objections and etc., right? So it creates less fear. Secondly, it has no skill involved. You see, if I recruit a brand new person, they've never done network marketing, and I tell them, hey, just call 100 people and tell them about the business, what do you think the outcome will be? It'll be a freaking disaster because they have no idea what they're talking about. They haven't been trained. They haven't been to 100 presentations and then memorized it, right? So the chances are they're going to say all the wrong things. They're going to hype them. They're going to talk nonsense, etc. And they will come across either as very unprofessional or as crazy or whatever, right? If they call a person because they haven't been trained, they haven't got the skill of calling somebody and talking. But if I give that person a text message template that they can copy paste, there's no skill involved. You know, you don't need to have a lot of skill to copy paste the message and send it on Facebook or copy paste the message and send it as a text message. That's much easier for a new person in business to do. So it's a lot less skill involved as well when you're using a message as opposed to calling people over the phone, right? Also, if I get a brand new person in a business, I say, well, start calling all of your friends and pitch them the business, right? So they start calling their friends and the friend goes, well, is this a pyramid, right? They've got no time to think. They have to answer there and then, right? Like, no, pyramids are in Egypt, you know, your job is a pyramid, right? They can say all sorts of wrong things because they haven't got the time to think about it, what to answer to the question. But if they text somebody or they Facebook message somebody and they come back with a question, they've got all the time in the world to think of an answer. They can even call me and go, hey, Gediminas, I've just sent a message to my friend asking if they would be open about the business. And they asked me, blah, 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 blah. How should I answer? And I could go, hey, tell them this, right? And they send the message. You get what I'm saying? So it gives them time. It gives them time to think what to respond and how to answer. Again, very, very effective. Also, it's less out of comfort zone. It's less fear. It's less fear of rejection, right? Because if they send a message and a person doesn't respond to a message, well, whatever, right? But if they call the person and the person over the phone goes, no, I'm not interested, that's a lot more uncomfortable. That's a lot more out of the comfort zone, right? It's more fun. You know, you can make even like what we call a blitz, like a 15-minute blitz. So the whole team gets together and they compete who can send the most messages within the next 15 minutes, right? So they all go crazy, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, and send 100 messages, or Facebook, Instagram, text message, etc., right? So you can actually make it fun and make it into a competition to just send a bunch of messages, right? It's more efficient. How long would it take you to have 100 phone conversations? And how long would it take you to send 100 messages? Much quicker with the messages, isn't it? So it's more effective as well, more effective way of using your time. Because you call somebody over the phone, they'll go, oh, how's the kids? How's the family? Oh, I hope you're well, right? They're going to spend all of this time on the chit chat, which is completely unrelated, which is completely inefficient. But if they text, they can go right to the point. They can still go, hey, John, hope you're well, hope the family's fine, right? You know what I mean? But it saves a lot more time. And we've figured out and we've seen that it actually provides better results too. So that's why I highly recommend you start employing the techniques of messaging people, at least for the first contact. Once the person said they would be open to see the video, they might send them the video, they might add them to a business opportunity group. And once the person has seen the information, absolutely get on the phone with them. Absolutely get on a Zoom video chat with them so you can build a relationship. You can laugh and, because it's difficult to carry emotion over the text message and so on. But the initial contact, the text message is very, very effective. Afterwards, you can do voice notes, you can do video messages, you can call the person, you can get on Zoom or on Skype or whatever, right? After that, totally awesome to do all of that because they're already interested in the business. They've already seen the presentation and they said, yes, I'm interested. Now they're a qualified prospect and you can do all sorts of stuff with them. You know what I mean? But that initial contact, use the text message. You'll see how effective that is. So that's my tip for today, guys. I hope you got some value. If you did, feel free to share this video. Maybe somebody else will get some value too. And if you'd like to get a free ebook called How to Build a Part-Time Business While Keeping Your Full-Time Job, drop me a private message and I'll be more than happy to send you that ebook. Have a great evening, guys. Love you loads. See you at the top. Bye for now.